another Friday, another Parkinson's Walks. And we're still not in the studio, too cold for me I'm afraid. And we're going to a cold snap coming next week as well. Not looking forward to that, but there you go, that's how it is. Right, in a few minutes then we'll go through the comments, pick out a few gems out of there. See what's going on in the Parkinson's family's world. If you want to become part of the Parkinson's family, all you have to do is put a comment down below and you're in, just like that. Right, so let's have a look at what we've got. At the end of this vlog bit will be the film club, which is another guest appearance. This time from my youngest son, who went down to the Exeter car trial, well not cars and motorbikes, Exeter trial then. I went to Spring Hill, which is one of the notorious slippery hills on the trial, and we'll see that about 2/3 of the way through this, I reckon. Excuse me, not getting very comfortable here today, that's better. Right, we had quite a bit going through the last couple of weeks. We had the snow scenes went through, covered that off, but we're still catching up. Sharon Idle commented on the snow scene. It takes a fair bit to winkle Sharon Idle out these days. So thank you, Sharon, love your views. Cornwall was the last vlog that we had. I think, was it a film? There's one or the other. No, because it was Fire Green, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. Tell you I'm losing the plot here. It's getting worse, Doctor. Right, okay. So, yeah, Cornwall then was on the vlog. And Pete Payne commented, I thought this was lovely. Takes me back to the hours and hours spent on Talon Beach. The top of our lane looked down over the bay, and Dad kept his boat down there near the little cafe. Oh, it paints a picture, doesn't it? One of his favourite things was sailing round to Paul Perro to get fish and chips. Were they still warm when they came back? Oh dear. Pete says, sitting here now, it seems like such a long time ago and a different world. But oh, those memories, you know, we're into memories, aren't we, on this channel? And thanks for sharing those, Pete. That was lovely. Jim Nichols, was your voice among those in the lovely background choir? Regrettably not, Jim, no. My wife nearly fell off her chair laughing at that. Oh dear. Now, Grumpy Old Man, which we now word out as Jim. He said, beautiful and tranquil, thanks for sharing the scenes that I may never get to see in person. So, interesting. So I asked Jim where he hails from. And he says it's Tennessee. Comes from Tennessee, and he has a little note. Yes, we do wear shoes occasionally. Nice to have you on board, Jim. Keep it up. Trev Joy is our Trev. Thank you for the lovely video. As a hiker and backpacker, oh, I love going to Cornwall and enjoying the varied splendour of the county. Yeah, more rugged in the north, more soft in the south. So you've got a good mixture there. And we find out a bit more about our Trev then. A hiker and a backpacker. Ooh, must be fit. West Country Wanderings, our Paul. Another relaxing Friday morning vlog, catching up with all the lovely comments and all the happenings on the channel. Yeah, thank you guys. You guys make that part, not me. I just do the filming bit. Yeah, you make all that. See what's going on. It does have a family feel, a family atmosphere, we hope. That's what we're aiming at. Join in. James Weeks, Canada. Another good visit, he says. James Weeks in Toronto over there. They can get some pretty poor weather, can't they? It seems like it. It says it's mildish here. The snow has melted, so it looks like I'll be back on my bike when school resumes on Monday. Yeah, James is a teacher over there. Rides his bike to school in most weathers. Mad. Right, we're hearing from James again a bit later on. Vintage trains and abandoned railways. This is our Ron up in the Cotswolds. He says, your Cornwall video has really cheered me up. Oh, good. Glad of that, Ron. I was going to pop out to Hook Norton for an update on the clearance work today. Yeah, there's a cutting up there that's being cleared. So Ron and I are keeping a very close eye on that because there's going to be film opportunities coming up. He said, I haven't been feeling 100% the last few days, so I did a COVID test last night and it came back positive. Oh, crikey, just what you need. If it's anything like the ones that have been circulating around this family, Ron, then they're not too bad. They're not too, it's just like a heavy cold really these days. But yeah, sorry about that, mate. Keep your chin up. Peter Smith. Glorious scenery which made me long to return there. Ah, that's what I was hoping, yes. Yes, get a little bit of movement there on a beautiful Cornwall. Good, excellent. Engage on a shelf. This is Simon the hairy golfer, who in this weather isn't doing much golfing, so he's building himself a rail layout. And he's got a channel which is called Engage on a Shelf. Make sure I get it right. Click on the avatar, it's the easiest way. And you can watch as he develops and builds his railway. And he says, we really enjoyed watching that. We even spotted a few places we have visited ourselves. Ah, yeah, good old Cornwall. Now, MS, we haven't got a name yet. He said, we're now moving on to the Ashchurch to Barnet Green, the main film. Fascinating stuff. I've spent many a cold morning on the Ashchurch platform waiting for the 7:24 to Bristol. Oh, Christ. Gives me the shudders just thinking about that, standing on a windswept platform at 7:24 on a winter's day. Ooh, no thank you. According to MS here then, the guards refer to Ashchurch as the church, just the church. So, there you go, your local knowledge. Now John Owen says, I'm going to be glued to your channel in the coming weeks. Oh, good. As you explore the Ashchurch to Barnet Green abandoned railway. It has nothing to do with living in that area or even holidaying there, but I have in my possession an original Midland Railway, Ashchurch and Evesham land plan. Wow. Yeah, so hopefully you'll better follow us on your land plan. It'll be brilliant, won't it? Well done, John. David Bellani from sunny Spain, all the way from sunny Spain. It says, it seems strange to see an ostrich, so I did a quick search. I think we've since decided it was an emu, but it doesn't matter. And found the British Domesticated Ostrich Association. The what? Never heard of it. It says ostrich meat is a red meat with the characteristics of poultry and low in fat. He said, I had visions of you poaching one. It would keep you in sandwiches for the rest of the year. Me and everybody else, I would think. Yes, strange that bird. He came running across the compound when I got there. He obviously wanted company, but he was very shy. And every time you looked at him, he sort of got even more shy. And at one point, he was trying to hide behind a fence post. I mean, there was a 6 by 6 inch fence post and a 2 foot wide emu in his. I think he was operating on the principle of, if I can't see you, you can't see me. It didn't work. Oh, lovely. Thanks for that, David. Michael, greetings from Poland. Hi, Michael. So I really enjoyed this video very much. What a shame any remnants of the railway and its infrastructure have been obliterated. Yeah. It's a problem all over the place, isn't it? Now, West Country Wanderings again then, our Paul, says, there's a lot of development going on in Ashchurch at the moment. Developers are building a huge Cotswold retail outlet centre in Ashchurch to rival that one at Bicester. Did I get that right then? I got that in, I think, Paul. To rival that one at Bicester in Oxfordshire. He says, I think that they need to give some TRC to Ashchurch station before they open it, because the one at Bicester is rail served right off the platform and into the shopping centre, and it attracts some very high-end shoppers. It does indeed. We hear tales of people coming spending thousands of pounds in there. Amazing, really. So they could do that at Ashchurch, because there's probably a quarter of a mile. It's certainly an easy walking distance, but you have to somehow get over or under rather the main road there. So yeah, it's a very busy main road. But I suppose you could, I don't know, could you extend the platform underneath the bridge? I can't remember if there's room or not. Must take a look at that. But yeah, I dare say Paul will come up with a film on that sooner or later. Amazing the amount of filming that Paul does and puts out there. Absolutely wonderful. He's put some really good stuff in there lately too. I don't know if you've been keeping up. Harry Brown. I'm thinking that the ice cream van was more likely to have been a hot dog sandwich van delivering welcome brunch to the trading estate. Ah, Harry. Some local knowledge coming out there, I fancy. Well done. So yeah, that was the van we saw crossing the railway in the distance. Ah, I see. Thanks for that. Charles Patterson. The pictures of the past show a clean, well-maintained and bustling era. Now we see overgrown and bucolic country lanes and pastures. Just a little melancholy over what we appear to have lost. It can get you that way if you think about it. Thinking about the old demise of the railways. Yeah. We're trying to bring them back to life, Charles. Michael Miller. R.J. Essery, who was the author of the book of course, was into all things Midland, and the slanted fencing is pure Midland Railways. Now I've come across that here and there all over the place, and that's going to help, isn't it, when you're looking to see whether, well, who actually built it in the first place. If it's got slanting fencing, it could well be Midland. Ah, interesting information that. Thank you very much for that, Michael. Lionel and Mary Travels. Lionel says, it takes a lot of work to completely lose a railway. They survive remarkably well if you know where to look and what to look for. Yes, you do find stuff, but you've got to grovel, haven't you, really, Lionel? Lionel's actually just got himself a GoPro 10. He started out with a GoPro 7, and now he's got himself a GoPro 10. And when you look at the difference in his in the pictures on his videos, it's amazing. It sounds like a very good camera. I shall start sending my letters to Father Christmas a bit early, I think. Malcolm Richardson. Some enjoyable detective work, teasing out hidden clues along the way. Some interesting former station buildings, but no bridges to speak of. Excuse me. There's a bit of a to-do going around at the moment because Network Rail are filling in bridges, so they shutter both sides of it and then fill it up with concrete. Saves them any maintenance, I suppose, and people are very upset about that because it's ruining our heritage. But as you can see from this film, that's been going on for donkey's years. I mean, that's been 50, 60 years. These have been filled in, so you're a bit late coming to the party, folks. But good on you. Trev Joyce, our Trev. Trev succeeded in himself here, really. Done it really well. The line from Ashchurch to Barnet Green was known as the Gloucester and Birmingham Loop. It gave an alternative route from Midlands Bristol to Birmingham Main Line to cater principally for the settlements of Evesham, Ulster and Redditch, and significantly to avoid the notorious Lickey Incline just north of Bromsgrove. Yeah, I must, is there a day's filming on the Lickey Incline? I ought to go and have a look at that, didn't I really? Yeah. But then Trev carries on in Trev fashion and produces a whole load of history. If you have any interest in this railway line at all, you've got to read Trev's comments because it'll fill in all the blanks that I left. And he says at the end, well, that's about it from me, except for a couple of things. Firstly, the aircraft flying about while you were at Bexford Station was not me, believe you. But I'll find out who it was and get them banned next time Parkinson's walks ventures out. Much appreciated, Trevor. Thank you very much. He said, secondly, should those Dowmac sleepers be renamed Sumac in recognition of our official virtual mascot? Well, yes, it could be done, couldn't it? But I'm not sure what Network Rail would make of me down there hammering. They might not be best pleased, Trev. James Weeks, you've definitely found an interesting route to investigate and your detective eye has never been better. Good. James, of course, lives with Sumac, our official virtual mascot. I haven't seen much of her lately. She's not on holiday, is she, James? Because I've received a mysterious postcard. Ah, on the sand. What do you make of that, James? Morris Johnson. Love the film so far. Look forward to seeing the next one. I live near Barnet Green, whoops, and have explored the line to Evesham many times over the past 50 years. Wow. Oh dear. Well, you'll be poking holes in my films, I'm afraid, Morris. Oh dear. Okay. Little bit of nonsense, just a little bit. Railway Christina. She commented, so glad Ashchurch has reopened. Yeah, because it was closed for quite some time and then they reopened it. Is the church near ash trees? Ashchurch. Ah, that's interesting. The connection I never even thought about. Well done, Christina. Good girl. And then she goes to spoils it all by saying, instead of DMUs, you found us EMUs. You were doing well up till there, Christina. Well done. And then Morris Mannion finishing off by saying, I see that even at your age you're still able to chat up the birds. Yes, only the feathered variety unfortunately. Oh, good. Okay, so in a few minutes we'll have the Exeter motor trial from Spring Hill. This one's produced by my young son. Yes, I used to call him my little boy, but he gets upset now because he's in his 50s. So my youngest son then has produced this film. I think you'll find it very interesting. There's different ways to try and mount a very slippery slope. And then next week we'll have part 2 of the Ashchurch to Barn Green, and we're at Evesham Station. So that was a major junction point there. So we're going to have a route around, see what we can find, see if we can find our rail lines coming in and what have you. And then I'll meet you down at Evesham then, at the station, next Friday. Don't be late.
Never raced a rally.
Probably got loads of crap in this thing. Don't have to do it. And sea jump. Flat out. Just went flat out. Yeah, coming off the freestyle, we'll see. Nowhere. And that's the bloody troll as well, you know, with a fairly hot engine in there. Nobody was managed to kill. No. Successful start there, yeah?
A lorry, I think.